Thank you, councillors, and welcome to our extraordinary meeting this evening. I'll hand over to the General Manager to read the conditions around the live broadcast. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you, Mr Mayor. The meeting is being live streamed and or recorded for on-demand viewing via Council's website. Attendance at the meeting is taken as consent by a person or their image and or voice being webcast. All speakers should refrain from making defamatory comments or releasing personal information about another individual without their consent. Council accepts no liability for any damage that may result from defamatory comments made by persons attending meetings. All liability will rest with the individual who made the comments. The meeting must not be recorded by others without prior written consent of the Council in accordance with Council's Code of Meeting Practice. Councillors and staff are obligated to declare conflicts of interest as required under the Local Government Act and Council's adopted Code of Conduct. Councillors are reminded of their oath of office, whereby they have declared and affirmed that they will undertake the duties of the office of councillor in the best interests of the people of Wentworth Shire and the Wentworth Shire Council, and that they will faithfully and impartially carry out the functions, powers, authorities and discretions vested in them under the Local Government Act or any other act to the best of their ability and judgment.
Thank you, Ken. I'll now ask you to be upstanding for the acknowledgement of country and the prayer. I'd like to pay my respect and acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land on which we are meeting and pay my respect to elders past, present and emerging. We give thanks for this day and for the opportunity to work together. May we represent all members of our community fairly. We seek blessings in our meeting here today. Amen. Thank you, councillors. All right, we have any apologies or leave of absence applications? No. Any disclosures of interest? Nil. Okay, the first matter of business is item 6.1, the Audit Risk and Improvement Committee report. Recommendation there. Can I have a mover and a seconder? Thank you. Move Councillor Chris, seconded Councillor Cooper. The recommendation is Council receive and note the draft minutes of the Audit Risk and Improvement Committee. Any discussion? All in favour? Carried. Second to 7, page 10. You can say item 7.1 is the draft 2021-22 annual financial statements. There is a long recommendation there that you have read through. Can I have a mover and a seconder, please? Councillor Nichols, Councillor Linklater. Any discussion? Any discussion? Would you like to make any comments, Mr. Financial Officer?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Other than, this is just a legislative requirement that we have to do every year, and there will be a further opportunity in hopefully November. We have an obligation to present the financial statements to the public within 5 weeks of receiving our audit report. So if there are any questions that people think of between now and then or whatnot, we can answer them at that particular point in time, or I'm more than happy to have individual discussions with councillors as well if they think of something and wish to know the answer.
Thank you, Simon. If there's no further discussion, all in favour? Carried. Well, as opposed to our last meeting, that draws this meeting to a conclusion. So thank you for attendance. Thank you for your attendance in the briefing prior to the advisory committee, I should say, meeting. And we'll see everyone here on the 26th of October for our monthly council meeting. Thank you all.